Okay, hello friends. Good morning, everyone. I am currently filming this on a Wednesday, but I know that by the time you're watching this, I'm already going to miss you guys so much, and I wish I could be there, but I thought that I would go ahead and film me working through some warm-ups and practice problems and getting you started on your activity for the day. So it's like I never left. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to start by filling out some hashtags for practice. You do not have your hashtag sheets out right now. Okay, we're doing this all on our own. You're going to get 2 minutes to do two of them. Okay, we're going to do two hashtags in 2 minutes. I'll pick a nice green to write with. Sorry, I will give you a warning in advance. All of the numbers that I write are going to suck because I am having to write with my mouse on my laptop. So bear with me. But we're going to start. We're going to do two hashtags at once. We'll start with 8. Make sure you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tick marks. And we'll do a hard one. Let's do 12 on our other hashtag. Ugh, that's bad too. Make sure you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tick marks. Double check yourself. Okay, I'm going to set a timer for 2 minutes. You are either doing this in Expo at your desk or pencil and paper. Okay, you have 2 minutes to fill out these hashtags and then we will check them together. 2 minutes starting now. All right, friends, if you do not have enough time to finish, that is a-okay. We just need to get some good practice in. Also, I am not going to be writing all the numbers on here. It would look atrocious. So instead, I'm going to go through with you, and we're going to go first for our multiples of 8. So for 8 times 1, you have 8, then 16, then 24, then 32, then 40, 48, 54. Nope, 56. Ooh, 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 9 is 72. So you should go from 8 to 72, right? Then 4 12s. Now these are the math facts that are trickiest for me, so I hope I don't mess it up again. So starting with 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, and 8 times 9 is 108. Okay, so you should go from 12 to 108. All right, go ahead and erase your hashtags if you had it on your desk. I need to figure out how to clear the screen. There we go. Okay, and let's jump into some practice problems. Maybe. If it'll let me go, there it goes. Okay, first off, our learning targets for today. We can recall multiplication facts with automaticity through 12 times 12, which is, of course, 144. And we can use our strategies and the standard algorithms to multiply two-digit numbers by a two-digit number to solve one- and two-step problems. We can also use our strategies and algorithms to multiply up to a four-digit number times a one-digit number, and that is what we're going to be working on today. All right, our first practice question says Molly got 4 cases of bones from Santa. Each case had 6 boxes, and each box had 15 bones. How many bones did Molly get from Santa? So, first off, what information does this problem give me? I'm not there to ask you guys, so I'm just going to run through it. We know that Molly got 4 cases of bones from Santa. We know that each case had 6 boxes and each box had 15 bones. And we are trying to figure out how many bones did Molly get from Santa in all. Okay, so we have 3 different numbers here. That means we are working with a multi-step problem. We're going to do 2 steps in this one. So we know how many cases there are, how many boxes are in each case, and how many bones are in each box. So first, we're just going to go down the line. We're going to start by figuring out how many boxes there are in total. And to do that, we need to do 4 cases times 6 boxes, which equals 24. Let me try writing with my left hand. That might help. So now we know we had 24 boxes total, but we're not done because we're looking for how many bones there are. So we need to do 24 times 15 because there were 15 bones in each box. Writing with my left hand didn't make it better. So we're going to go back to the right hand. Okay. You guys are going to set this up at your desk. You're going to set up either the standard algorithm or the area model, whichever you prefer. I am going to be working it via the standard algorithm, but I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to start working it on your own, okay? You can do the standard algorithm or the area model, but you are working this at your desk, and I'll be back in a couple minutes to walk through it. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and walk through the standard algorithm. Either check your work or check your answer if you did the area model. If I didn't give you enough time to finish, I'm sorry. I'm not there to see if everyone's done yet. So let's go ahead and start. First, we multiply our ones place times our ones place. 5 times 4 is 20. Then we multiply our ones place times our tens place. 5 times 2 is 10, and I cannot forget to add in that number I carried over. 10 plus 2 is 12. Then I need to add my placeholder 0 because I am moving over to my tens place. Next, I multiply my tens place times our ones place. 1 times 4 is 4. And 1 times 2 is 2. Now I have my partial products, and I still need to add them together to get my final answer. 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 plus 4 is 6. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So Molly got 360 bones in all. All right, let's go on to the next question. Whoops, I forgot to clear my screen. There we go. All right. This one says, the fountains at the park run for 10 hours per day, every day. How many hours are the fountains off in 1 week? So the information this problem gives me, we know that the fountains at the park run for 10 hours every day. Oops. Okay. It's asking us how many hours are the fountains off in 1 week. Keyword is off. It's in all caps. That means they do not want to know how many hours they are on all week. They want to know how many hours they are off all week. And we know that in 1 week, now this time it's not asking about a school week, it's asking about a week. 1 week is 7 days. Letters are worse. 1 week is 7 days. So first, we need to figure out how many hours they're off in 1 day. Because, for each day they're on for 10 hours, we need to figure out how many hours they are off each day. And then we need to figure out what that means for our week. So we know that there are 24 hours in a day, and we need to take away the hours that we know they are on. 24 minus 10 is 14. Then we need to take that 14 because we know that 14 hours, that's for 1 day. We are looking at a whole week, so we need to do our 14 times 7. And using our standard algorithm, we are going to do 7 times 4, which is 28. Then we're going to move over. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 2 is 9. So for 1 whole week, the fountains are off for 9 hours. Yikes. All right, let's do, I believe we have one more practice problem. Oh, no, just kidding. We don't. So we're going to be doing a group activity today, okay? I have put you in groups. I'm going to turn off my webcam so I'm not blocking the groups. But I put you into groups. The groups are not up for debate, so I'm going to read them really quick. Listen for your name, look for your name. Your teacher also has a copy of these groups on a green sticky note, so you can ask her if you miss yourself. But for Miss Beeler's class, group 1 is Daniel, Melody, and Colin. Group 2 is Bella, Elijah, and Klein. Group 3 is David, Harper, Alondra, and Lindsay. Group 4 is Kimora, Kayla, James, and Noah. Group 5 is Andrew, Liam, and Asher. Group 6 is Julissa, Jason, and Roman. Right? If you are my class listening to this, group 1 is Christian, Mateo, and Kinsley. Group 2 is William, Scarlett, and Jacob. Group 3 is Coda, Corey, and Dap. Group 4 is Nathan, Zion, and Giannis. Group 5 is Aiden, Jaden, Addie, Jaden, and Savannah. Group 6 is Aiden, Jackson, and Matthew. And Group 7 is Carlin, Isabella, Paxton, and Mason. Okay, so remember your group. I'm going to give you directions for our activity and show you my example, and then you are going to have time to get started. So that's it. We are going to be doing an activity called multiplication mashup. You are going to get, can I move myself? No, I can't move myself. So sad. You are going to get a worksheet that looks like this. Each group is going to get one of these and one sheet of big manila paper, like this big long manila paper. Your teacher should have a big stack of it. Each group, when your teacher says go, your substitute says go. So not right now. You're not moving right now. You are just listening. Okay, you are going to get one of these sheets and a big sheet of manila paper. What you're going to do with the manila paper is you're going to start by folding it into 4 columns. So you fold it in half, crease it, then fold it in half again. Okay, easiest way to make 4 columns. You're going to label each of the columns as problem, equation, work, and answer. I have put an example up on the whiteboard by our standard algorithm anchor chart. I put my example so you can see exactly what it looks like once you start going, and make sure that yours is correct. So you're labeling all 4 columns. Then you're going to take your white paper and you're going to cut it into strips. You're going to cut it in 3 columns. So what that means is you're going to cut all of the word problems together, cut all of the equations together, and cut all of the answer choices together. Don't just start by cutting these into itty bitty pieces. You're not going to use all of these guys, and they're tiny pieces, so I don't want you to lose them, okay? So you're going to start by cutting them into strips like this, and then you can cut them as you need them. What your group is going to do is you're going to glue the 4 word problems under the problem column. Then you're going to read each problem one at a time and figure out which equation matches it from here. Glue the equation that matches under the equation column. Under the work column, you're going to show your work. How I want you guys to do this is I want everyone in your group to be doing the work. We know that is how we do good teamwork. We are all doing the work. You can do it on a whiteboard. You can do it on your desk. You can do it in notebook paper. That's fine with me. You need to all show your work. Once you all agree on an answer, you're going to pick a scribe. Pick one person to write your work down so that I can see how you guys solved it, okay? If you solved it using 2 different methods, do them both. On my examples, I did the standard algorithm, and then I checked my work with the area model. You know that I want you guys to be checking your work. I need you to check your work, okay? So you need to solve it at least 2 times. I do not care if you use the standard algorithm both times, if you use the area model both times, or if you use one of each. But you need to be checking your work. So on the work column, you are handwriting your work. Pick someone to take turns doing it. I don't care. And then on the answer column, you're going to look at your answer choices, pick one of them, find the correct one, and glue it on, okay? Again, these are shown on my example that is up on the whiteboard. You can go look at it. Just because one of the answers is up there does not mean you don't need to do your own work, okay? I will be able to tell if you copied directly from mine. All right. You are going to do that for all 4 word problems. Make sure that your group's names are on the back. Every single person's name needs to be on the back so that I know that you were all there and all doing the work, okay? So, hello, this is Miss Gerton from 5 minutes after I finished recording this when I'm editing it, and I realized that I never told you that, yes, you can use your hashtags for this. You can use your notebooks for this, okay? I want you to use the resources that you have. That is why we have them. Use your hashtags for your math facts. Use your notebook for our 2x2 steps and for our examples of solving multiplication problems, and use our anchor chart up on the board for the 2x2 steps, okay? So use what you have. Before you ask anyone else around you, you need to try and figure it out on your own, okay? Using your resources. All right, back to me who originally recorded this. Bye. That's the group activity that you're going to do. I'm going to go to your to-do list for today. This is also on the next slide on your PowerPoint. So once this video is over, your teacher can click to the next slide so you can have the to-do list up on the board for you to look at. But you're going to do your multiplication matchup, okay? Remember, we're doing group work. We know how to work as a team. It is not one person giving everyone else all the answers. We're not going to argue. We're not going to get in fights, okay? You can have disagreements, that's fine, but we know how to work it out. So you are doing the multiplication matchup together. Once you finish, please either put it in the tray or put it on the teacher's desk. If there's not room up at the tray, I know these are big papers, then you are going to work on your science for the week. Remember that you go to Canvas, go to your science course on Canvas, and you are doing properties of soil and changes to your surface. You need to do both of those. For each of those, remember you fill in your notes using the presentation, and then you take a quizzes, okay? Everything you need to do is on those to-do lists. If you have questions, ask someone else in the class, okay? Because both classes have had quite a bit of time to work on it. If you finish both of the quizzes so if you finish your notes and your quizzes for both the properties of soil and the changes to the Earth's surface, which I don't really expect anyone to today, but just in case anyone does, you can go on to reflex, or you can work on fast finishers. We're not going to go on Prodigy because people are working, so I do not want us to get crazy and start playing. So if you happen to finish everything for science, go to reflex or work on fast finishers. If you're not on reflex, I'll be very proud of you, but you're still not going on Prodigy, okay? If you have any questions, ask your substitute, ask other groups. Remember the rule? Yesterday it was asked 3 before me. We don't have that many groups, so ask a group or 2, okay, before you ask your substitute. So help each other. All right, I will see you guys. Well, you'll see me again tomorrow, but I will see you guys on Monday.